One. All right. Welcome to another episode of Ronnie Sports Corner. I'm Ronnie McKee. I'm your host. Today I got my boy Sam Shields with me.
What's going on?
We're gonna be breaking down week up until week 7 of the NFL. So we kind of got a lot to talk about. So we about to kind of dive in. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video. And after you finish, comment on anything you agree, disagree with. And just let me know what you think about. We're gonna get into the Falcons first since we stay in Atlanta. And I'm personally a Falcons fan, so I'm disappointed, but I'm always disappointed, so it ain't nothing new. But I'm gonna let you launch first so I can go ahead and I got a lot of thoughts. I'm gonna let you launch first.
Yeah. So Falcons this past week coming off a little bit of a disappointing loss against the Washington Commanders. It was definitely a game that they could win. Unfortunately, I feel like Washington Commanders, they come out and choose when to play and not to play, especially just being in a little bit more difficult division where they have to play the Eagles, the Cowboys, not so much the Giants this season, but definitely last season, having to play them. And so but when they play other teams, it's kind of a up in the air type of thing where when they show up and show out. And for the Falcons not having, the best passing offense so much and trying to still get their offense to click together. They definitely struggled on that side for the Falcons. And I believe Washington kind of took advantage of that. But what do you think?
So first of all, I think our quarterback and coach combination leaves a lot to be desired. And and that's me treading lightly by saying
Yeah.
that. First of all, our quarterback, he's has a 40 QBR, is 25th in the NFL. You got Zach Wilson at quarterback, so just to let you know, people like that are behind him. It's not great quarterbacks behind him, it's people like that. He has 6 touchdowns and 6 picks. That's for any quarterback, that's not good because your turnover to the touchdown ratio is equal. Um, our coach doesn't help him at all because the plays that's ran, I question them a lot most of the time. Like we're trying to get a third and like 8 or something like that, and you have the running back going out of the backfield doing out route. I mean, it's not gonna get you much yard. I mean, maybe he got something going on deep that he's trying to throw or something like that, but I just don't see it. I haven't saw it for 6 weeks now. Now I will say is he's trying to be a little bit more creative. I'll give him that. He's trying to be a little bit more creative. That's why I think our quarterback is starting to struggle at because six picks and you played 6 games. That's not good. And
Yeah.
yeah, we're just struggling. And the fact of the matter is, this is the first time in a while. If you're a Falcons fan, you realize this is the first time in a while you actually have a top 10 defense.
Mhm.
Like,
And I'm guessing too, like, over the off season, Falcons did, have the opportunity to go out, search for another quarterback. Since I believe Marcus Mariota is no longer on the roster. I think he was dealing, based off that little Netflix quarterback show, he was dealing with something with his knee to get surgery, everything like that. And, I think not Deshaun, but Lamar Jackson was on the board, looking for a place to find. Of course, he was asking for some big dollars. But
yeah,
it was just funny. They had an opportunity to go get an elite quarterback like Lamar, and immediately pass on him. And they stuck it out. They're sticking it out with Ritter. And it's kind of what's expected. Should have kind of known from the draft. I believe the whole organization has been saying, "Hey, this is our Desmond Ritter is our guy. This is who we're going with." And then it's shown in the draft where they go pick up another running back after Tyler Algier had 1,000-yard season. They go pick up another running back, which is Bijan, amazing athlete. He's a great pickup, a great asset for them. But
the best player in the offense right now.
yeah. So that's the best part of their offense, exactly. So him picking him up or them picking Bijan up was there to help Ritter, I believe, to alleviate some of those growing pains that he might be having with throwing
He's
the
facing
ball.
he's facing them growing pains. Them
Yeah.
them things slapping him right in his damn face.
Yeah,
Like
and we're watching a quarterback develop in real time, and maybe did he need to be a little bit more polished before he got on the field? Maybe, but if they're
this was
sticking
my
it up,
problem. This was my problem with last year. So you put Mario out there for what is it, 13 games? Because they got 17 games now. He only played the last 4 games. So you
yep.
put Mario out there for 13 games. You play him the last 4 games. Now you got questions saying, is this guy our quarterback or not? So now you have to play him this whole season. Like, unless you're gonna put Taylor Heineke out there and you think that he's gonna do better, he might. Hey, I don't know. But my point is now you have to play a guy because you have to know whether he's a quarterback or not. And the fact of the matter is, me personally, in the draft, I'm trying to get a quarterback. Me knowing the Falcons, we're not getting a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm getting a quarterback out of Washington. Somehow, some way, I'm going to get the quarterback out of Washington.
Because
Because I already Drake Mays and Caleb Williams, they off the board. That's done.
oh yeah,
But
and it's so funny because if you think back to it, where the Falcons could have taken a quarterback, and I feel like over the past couple drafts, it's
yeah,
been like, all right, they probably should have went here, but they went here instead. That's kind of odd, but I get it. But it was the same draft where they picked up Kyle Pitts. Justin Fields was on the
you know,
board.
y'all about to
Uh,
say Justin Fields was on the board, but also Jamar Chase was on the board. So you picked
yep,
up Cal Pitts over Jamar Chase.
yep,
Then
and
you
you
picked
go
up
tight
then
end.
you picked up Drake London over Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave. Now
Yep,
Drake London is playing good. I will say this: it's hard for me to judge Drake London based on, like I keep telling you, his quarterback is struggling. It's hard for me to
yeah.
base on, but Garrett Wilson quarterback is also struggling. So I mean, it's kind of, I mean,
And when your quarterback struggles as a wide receiver, a tight end, it reflects on your game. I think a couple people were making jokes that, Kyle Pitts didn't have no touchdown swag when he scored a touchdown this season. A couple people were making some jokes that he had no touchdown swag just because he haven't scored in a while. And, partly, on him too, just being, go ahead.
I don't think he scored in 2 seasons. I might be wrong. But I don't think he's
Yeah.
scoring.
Yeah, exactly. So it's been a while since Kyle Pitts had touched that end zone, but we hear wide receivers complain about it. And we'll get into it in the next talking point here. But we always hear about wide receivers talking about their quarterbacks, or the new trend is, hey, I'm always open. That's the new thing to say. But there is a bunch of sparks, and you can see glimpses of greatness out of Drake London. He's definitely a talented player. He got that dog in him, which I like to see. His helmet coming off, him yelling, getting everybody riled up. So once they can get everything clicking on the quarterback side and make that connection, it should be time to go. But we'll see
Well,
how that end up.
I'll be honest with you. The way NFL is set up right now, this is the coach's last season. I don't know if this is Rear's last season, but I know this is the coach's last season. So
They're
the
quick
way
with
it's
that.
set up, yeah, he better make something work. But we said we're gonna get into all of NFL, so we don't want to harp on the Falcons too much. We gave out a little bit of Falcons content, but now we about to go into biggest disappointment in NFC. Who you got so
Yeah,
far?
and I think I spoke a little bit, but I feel like the biggest disappointment for the NFC is the Minnesota Vikings. Right now, we're sitting about at 2-4. I feel like our offense is doing, pretty well, pretty decent. We're third in passing, so I think we're doing significantly well. But we're struggling on the defensive side. We got a new defensive coordinator, Brian Flores. We also got rid of some huge defensive pieces like Zadarius Smith, and also Hendricks. I believe Hendricks went to the Chargers, but we got rid of some big pieces. We're even struggling with the people that we do have, like Danielle Hunter, and making sure that his deal gets done. It did get done. I don't know, what.
They got paying so much money. You take a lot of food off other people's plate.
Exactly, and we spend a lot of money on our players. I think we gave T.J. Hawkinson one of the biggest contracts for a tight end.
Biggest contract.
Yeah, so that's one of the things that we kind of got to deal with. And then also too, like I said, our defense is just struggling. Last year we won a lot of games by one-score games, and this year we're losing them by one score this time around. So our luck probably ran out just a tad bit, which is completely fine. But I mean, it ran out a lot with now Justin Jefferson on IR. that hurts us a lot. And so when we're thinking about the trading block coming up and everything like that, I know Kirk Cousins' name has been getting thrown around, but me personally, I like Kirk Cousins, contrary to some stuff that I might say about him, just talking about sports.
You be very hard on him. He
Yeah, I
used to
am
be.
very. Yeah, and I'm very hard on him, just because I want my team to be great, and we definitely have a lot of glimpses
You,
of
you
greatness. Go
know what
ahead.
Kirk Cousins' problem is?
What? Go
When that
ahead.
light behind you is shining,
Yeah.
he going outside to that door. That's he like that.
Yeah.
Light, I'm about to go outside. He like, shit, fuck that. I ain't. He like
Yeah.
turn
Yeah.
off the lights.
Yeah.
Turn off.
He's sometimes a moth when it comes to that light. He gonna go towards it and get zapped sometimes. So
Not going towards it. Like he going away.
he
Like
trying to run
he like
away from it.
yeah, he don't want nothing to do with that. Shoot,
Yeah.
every time he on like the prime time game, you can rest assured he's not playing. He's not playing well.
Yeah, and I think that's more so, a mental thing. He's talked about, his conscience during like big moments and making sure he makes the right plays and everything like that. So that might just be a mental thing that
Hey,
he has
I
going on.
understand.
I wouldn't
I
want to put
understand.
him on a trading block regardless. I think names like Dak Prescott has came up for getting a trade. I don't want a Dak
Same.
to be traded to come to Minnesota. I don't think that helps us. I think we need to make sure that we're picking up defensive pieces. I think Brian Flores needs the opportunity to go pick up those defensive pieces. He's coming from the Steelers. Like, I know he has that in him and that capability to create a defense that is feared, like they have with the Steelers. So it's like, hey, but before it was, I feel like it's one of those things where it's a lingering name or a lingering feeling that you had for the Steelers once upon a time. So not so much recently, of course, but
Yeah.
I feel like that was the biggest disappointment for me so far. What about you?
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. Y'all are the biggest disappointment. Fact of the matter is, I think y'all was third in the NFC last year.
I believe
Third.
so. Yeah, I feel somewhere around there.
Yeah. So y'all was third in the NFC. Now y'all are 2-4. So I'm just gonna say y'all at the bottom of the NFC. I don't know. I don't know the rankings. I'm just gonna say y'all at the bottom of the NFC. Y'all fighting with the Cardinals, Bears, Panthers, and Giants. There's your competition. So
We
when
beat
you
the
mention
Bears, so at least we beat
yeah,
the Bears.
when you're mentioned in the same breath as those guys, you might wanna think about cutting that team up and hey, whatever you can salvage. You got the best wide receiver in NFL or top two wide receiver. The way Tyreek playing, he might be a best wide receiver. I don't know. So you got top two wide receiver. Your defense leaves a lot to be desired. You're struggling badly. I
And
think
it's
you're
crazy because we say that and I say that, but the two games that we did win, our defense scored for us to even win those
well,
games. So
okay.
that's go ahead.
My bad. This is going to my AFC disappointment. So my bad.
Okay.
Let me wait on this one. But yeah, Kirk Cousins isn't helping you out too much. And also, y'all third in passing, so I will give Kirk Cousins that. But y'all you do realize y'all 30th in rushing, right?
Yeah, well, you gotta think we had a struggling Dalvin Cook that can barely hold on to the ball, and now we have a Madison who's also struggling to hold on to the ball. So it's just kind of like we need to get our running back situation figured out as well.
Y'all might want to get one of them running backs out the Colts. Might want to
Yeah,
try to get one of them.
yeah, for sure.
Well,
And,
you're
and
not getting Jonathan Taylor after
oh
they
yeah,
just
no,
paid him.
I think
So,
they just
you
paid
might
him.
want
If
so you
there's
might
a
want
running
to
back that want to get their money, because I know they had their little running back union thing going on where they was trying to sit out, and then I don't think any of them sat out for real. They all just
no,
kept playing.
it sounds nice, but when you
Yeah,
think about it, you like,
it
well, they
sounded
not
good
getting
until them
paid a
checks
lot.
wasn't hitting again.
Yeah, I'm like, we not getting paid a lot, and you told me to sit out. I'm like, yeah. Like
Yeah,
literally, all the running backs had to sit out. And think about how many people like they families and stuff struggling. Like, man, I see that a little bit. Like, nah, we all need to sit out. They're like, nah,
yeah,
I'm playing
yeah.
that.
It's just when like Colin Kaepernick took that, they're like, "Nah, you can do that. I'm not gonna do that though. I got a family to feed.
Like, you messed up your money.
Yeah,
I'm straight.
yeah, I'm happy with how much they paying me. I don't care if they run me into the ground and hurt my body. I'm good to go. But yeah, so we are struggling at running back. We do need to get another running back, at least somebody to help them out back there. So we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping with this trade block, like Kirk Cousins' name keeps getting thrown out there. I don't really care for it because there's no other quarterback to go get, I feel like, that will be up to par or even be a stable quarterback for us to go with. In that case, if we do get rid of him, that means we're putting in Jaron Hall, who's out of BYU, I believe. We picked him up in the 5th round.
You do not the last quarterback that came out of BYU. You know who that was, right?
I know. I'm well aware of who came out. Yes, the infamous Zach guy. So that's who's next behind him. And if we could pick up some picks for Kirk Cousins, I'll take it. I'll take some picks.
Third? Well, nah, my bad. I said third. You only have 4th, 5th round picks.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, if we can get a few picks for Kirk, I'll take it.
You don't have a quarterback. Justin Jefferson is gone.
Well, but who else will we get? Who else will we get in the league right now? Who else will we get, and who else needs a quarterback that's willing to take an opportunity or chance on Kirk Cousins right now?
Y'all want to go into free agency? Robert Griffin III says he's.
Oh no, he can stay doing this, the media stuff. He can continue to do that.
Well, I just think they play like me, Matt Ryan.
And to me, I feel like Kirk Cousins is like another Matt Ryan too. I feel like he's like a solid quarterback. He gonna get you your numbers, but I don't want to harp too much on my Vikings. You know, that's just a disappointment. Hopefully we can turn it around, but AFC.
My bad. We gonna go forward because we gonna talk for a while, but
there we go.
Disappointments in the AFC.
There you go. No, I want to hear your disappointment. I want to hear who you.
Oh, it's the Chargers easily. Chargers shouldn't have won the game. Well, being honest, Chargers shouldn't have won the game. See, this is why I didn't want to talk about y'all at that topic.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins doesn't throw a pick.
Yeah.
A pick. Y'all win that game. They just lost to Dallas. I'm trying to think about the other team they beat. They blew the game against the Dolphins when they was up. But I mean, I can't really say much. Tyreek Hill did that to almost any defense.
Yeah.
But y'all left JC. They left JC Jackson 1-on-1. I think JC Jackson was literally like thinking he was in hell. Like
he was getting gassed. He was just running what they call them 110s. He was running gassers.
They traded him last week. They said, yeah, we don't need that type of performance.
They said, hey son, they cooked them up on film for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But here's the thing about Chargers. The Chargers are 32nd in passing. And they 31st in total yards. So they're giving up a lot of yards on defense. And like I said, they're disappointed because they always got the names on defense. Like you always hear Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack just had a hell of a game a few weeks ago. And then you hear Derwin James, Asante Samuels Jr. So you hear all these names, but guess what? Every time you look up, they in the bottom of the defense. Like, what is going on? So they gotta be my biggest disappointment because right now they're not looking like a playoff team. And the fact of the matter is, every single year, they want to appoint the Chargers as a team to challenge the Chiefs for an AFC West, but I mean it never happens.
And does this make us raise an eyebrow on Justin? Justin Hubert. You know what I mean?
Nah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm looking at the numbers right now, and so they're 5th in passing, they're 18th in rushing, and they're 8th in total yards.
Mm-hmm.
So that must mean most of it's coming from the passing since you're 18th in rushing. Yeah. So I can't really say much. Now, my bad. I forgot one topic. Their coach, if there's one person who's going to get fired from statistics, it's going to be him. It's going to be him. Because it's like he got somebody right next to him asking like, what do stats show what happened if this happened? Because he does some stuff. He blew a game last year against the Jaguars. He blew that game. He tried to blow the Minnesota game.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys game, I can't really say much about. I mean, it was a struggle. But yeah, he blows a lot of their games. But I'm gonna let you go. Who's your disappointment?
Yeah, I was gonna say the Chargers too, but I don't want us to double up on who we giving the backlash to. But I would definitely say the Chargers is up there for disappointment, and then seeing, I believe, Vikings and Chargers go against each other. I think both 0-3 or something like that going against each other. That was a difficult and hard game to watch because it's like, hey, these teams are great. And of course, my team, the Vikings, were on the losing end of that. But I will say, for me, one of the disappointments and something that has been coming up, in all of media, is the Patriots. The
You think
Patriots,
I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason I didn't say Patriots because they don't have talent. Like
they don't have
they
talent. But I feel like in years prior, when we didn't know about the talent would arrive. Bill
nah.
Belichick is known for
Tom
getting
Brady,
people that we don't have. Go ahead.
Tom Brady arrived. Let's we gotta start giving Tom Brady more credit. Now that we see what's
No,
happening,
no, 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 no.
we gotta
We,
start giving
we
Tom Brady
definitely
more
do,
credit.
but I'm not going to take away from people like Gronk. I'm not going to take away from people like Edelman. Like, I'm not going to take away from people where they weren't the main focus, or they weren't the big name going into the Patriots system and then coming out great. Of course, Tom Brady helps with that. But it looks like, people are starting to question and getting upset with, Bill Belichick with the results that's been happening.
Because he doesn't help people out. Like forget. All right, this man was playing at Alabama with Devontae Smith and Jalen Waddle.
Mm-hmm.
Can you name some wide receivers on the Patriots?
I cannot.
Devontae Parker. Yeah, and the rest of the people I know by your last name. I don't even know their first name. I think the dude name is Bird. I think the dude name is Bourne. And they got Juju.
Yep, they do have Juju, and then they have Hunter Henry, or Henry Hunter, the tight end, over there as
Is
well.
these the names you want to?
You said what?
I might say Broncos are a bigger disappointment than the Patriots.
You think?
I mean, at least they got more talent.
Yeah, I mean they have more talent, but I feel like I think this still goes back to like what I was saying earlier with the Steelers. Like the lore of the Patriots is that they're this team that should be feared, with the no names, with just because Tom Brady was feared, yes, but Bill Belichick was feared too. Bill Belichick will go down as one of the greatest coaches in NFL history.
He will. Okay, so let me not disrespect Bill Belichick. He's one of the greatest coaches. He's the greatest coach to ever coach. Yeah. But he's getting exposed for a lot of stuff.
Sure.
He got to get out of his old ways. Because for one, nobody feel like playing over there because nobody trying to play like that boring football. Like,
I only hear bad stuff when like I don't ever hear like the greatest of stories when people talk about the Patriots. Like it's real strict. He's a serious guy. Sometimes you got to run program. You got to have programs like that in the league. You always have that team that's super strict, that's going to play football to the T, by the playbook, no extras, no none of that. I think I forgot who was just on a podcast with Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce. I think it was Edelman that was on that podcast.
Yeah.
But he was talking about, how it is over there under Bill Belichick. And it was quite hilarious, but it is difficult for people to roll with that system or get into that system. Cam Newton was in that system, didn't last long in that system, and he was probably the most, most personality you might find over there, but that have been over there in a while. So I'd say the Patriots if it's not the Chargers.
All right, we're gonna move on. We got 4 more topics to get into. So sleeper shocker in the NFC. Mine is pretty easy, but I'm gonna let you go first. I'll go with my sleeper
shocker. Okay, you said yours is pretty easy, but mine's is gonna be. It's not really a shocker, but it's gonna be the Lions.
That's what mine is.
Okay, I was gonna say yeah. I was gonna say the Lions. Like I said, I had them in my division, the NFC North. And I'm gonna say my division, but NFC North. I had them at number 2 at the beginning of this. Towards the end of last season, all they had to do is just move around a couple pieces, and they'll be a top contending team for the playoffs. But yeah, they're definitely the biggest shocker for me. I like seeing them play. They play super aggressive. We watched them versus the Detroit Lions versus the Falcons. I watched them. I think they had.
Don't pull it.
I'm sorry. But
come on now.
Oh yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad. But yeah, the Detroit Lions, man, and Jared Goff is over there doing his thing. I thought originally when they picked up when Jared Goff came to Detroit, and then Matthew Stafford went over to LA. Stafford had the Super Bowl early on.
Yeah, I was about to say he won the Super Bowl,
Yeah, he
so
won the Super Bowl, so they kind of win in that trade, but also too that team was stacked for sure on both
yeah,
sides.
yeah, for
But
sure.
then Jared Goff now kind of showing, hey, that trade was worth it for both sides just from how they're playing.
Yeah, because
Um,
I thought they were definitely gonna try to get a new quarterback very soon, but he
yeah,
looked like he might be there to stay.
yeah, and who was his name? St. Brown. He is,
Oh yeah, St. Brown. Hey, he a problem. I ain't gonna lie
yeah,
to you. He's starting to prove that he a wide receiver one because he a problem now. I ain't gonna even
yeah. I
lie
mean,
to you.
he's been. I mean, and then the other wide receiver, Josh Reynolds. I think
Yeah,
he took a little step back, but man, St.
they
Brown.
got
It's like
Jameson
Derek.
Williams coming. They got Jameson Williams coming too, though.
Yep, they do. And Jared Goff is just like he backs up, and it's just, hey, he's St. Brown gonna go get that thing. He's gonna catch that ball. He's gonna get them the yards that they need. So that was my shocker pick
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I agree with you on that. We're not gonna even waste much time on this one.
for
Lions
sure.
they've been playing a lot better. They should have lost week one. Now, I won't get away from that. If it wasn't for Kadarius Toney giving them the game, they
That
would have
is
lost.
true.
Other than that, yeah, they my sleeper for sure. We ain't even got to get much into it. Their defense playing pretty good, very physical. The coach got them playing very hard also. So you gotta give a lot of credit to the coach also. Definitely want to say Jared Goff is playing MVP level football. So I give them their credit when it's due. I don't think it's gonna last too long, but I give them their credit right now.
So
Um,
so since you giving them they credit for this one, and we kind of doubled up. Who's your AFC shocker pick?
oh man, wait 1 second. Going down the rankings right now. Um, man, I might have to give it to the Texans.
Okay,
Might have to give it
Texans
to the Texans.
at 3-3.
I want
Okay.
to say I want to say the Texans because so I was gonna say the Steelers, but what's going on with the Steelers right now is I think it's mostly a defense, and they caught a lot of teams when they were struggling. The
Mm-hmm.
Texans have been playing pretty good consistently, other than other than week one, I believe, where CJ Stroud had to really learn the NFL and stuff like that. He's top five in passing. My bad. He top 10 in passing. My bad. He not
Mm-hmm.
top five, top 10. So as a rookie, that hey, that's pretty good. He making records right now. He breaking records. My bad.
Yeah.
He breaking records right now. So I gotta give it to the Texans. D'Amico Ryan's got their defense playing like San Francisco level football. Like they fast to the ball, very physical, and like he getting his type of players in there. So I gotta give it to the Texans. I mean, that's other than that, I'm looking down the list and ain't nobody else is that impressive. So I gotta give it to the
So
Texans.
for me, I feel like the shocker pick for me was the Ravens. Why don't you think the Ravens would be that shocker
The
pick?
Ravens was
Did you expect them to already be 4-2 already, or how
uh,
did you?
the
Okay.
Ravens are consistently like that type of team. Like even when Lamar got injured, they was consistently like that type of team. Even they were like they're a boring team to watch. I will tell you that. It's like such a grind. It's like they're grinding you to watch them play. Like you don't want to watch them play. Because there's no
And
type of explosive plays and nothing like that. Unless Lamar just break for like a 50-yard, there's no type of explosive plays. So you just
yeah.
watch a grind type game. Their defense is always consistently good.
Hmm.
No matter what, for some reason, their defense is always consistently
I
good.
know it's because of the black helmets for sure. It got to be because their primary color is black. It has
Yeah.
to be the reason why. If your primary color is black, you should be playing good defense. Definitely, like
Yeah.
that should be minimum, bare minimum is good defense. But yeah, I think that was my shocker pick was the Ravens. I didn't expect them to do as well as they're doing, sitting at 4-2. I think this will help Lamar Jackson, his full circle story once that comes about. But they're sitting pretty nice we'll see what they do for, once they start going against the bigger hitters. But that's the Ravens are going to be my shocker pick.
All right. I mean, I'm not going. I just said it's not a shock to me, but we don't go too much in it. We got 10 minutes left. My bad. We're gonna give y'all favorites for the NFC and the AFC now. This is definitely gonna change in a few weeks. So this is just the favorites up until week 7. So
Yeah.
favorites in NFC right now. I only got two. I only got two.
I
My
only
bad,
got two.
I got three. I got three. I got three.
Okay, I
Uh,
got two. Go ahead.
I got Philly.
Uh-huh.
I got 49ers.
Yep.
And I got the Lions.
Okay.
Because I do believe the Lions can catch one of because I joke about this a lot, but I don't think Jalen Hurts is playing that good right now.
Yeah.
I really don't think he's playing that good right now. So the fact of the matter is, and their defense is showing some holes. So
Yeah.
I just think that Jalen Hurts is going to have to pick it up for them to be like that team. But right now their offense is actually like second in yards. So I mean, and saying he had to pick it up, that just tells you the level of expectations on him.
Yeah.
49ers, I do believe it. Debo and Christian McCaffrey, I'm not sure how serious their injuries are. So depending on how serious their injuries are, that might be a rough one.
Yeah, and Debo's injury has been, holding him back a little bit. I believe he's dealing with a hip or a knee and a groin injury or something like that. So it's been holding him back for a couple weeks. I did want to say my one of my favorites is the Eagles. I think I put it in our group chat, them picking up Julio. I think that'll help Jalen. Sorry to say, I think it will. It'll give AJ Brown some time. It'll give them another look for at least defenses not to be so much on Smith
I mean,
and AJ.
who's still playing?
Huh?
How many games do you think he's playing?
Oh, I don't think he's going to play a lot, but he looks like he's ready. He's ready to go. He wants his actions to speak louder than his words, at least in his most recent interview. So we'll see how many games he plays. I do like it. I thought you would like it a little bit more too. Drafted by the Falcons.
Yeah,
Definitely a Falcon legend.
Yeah, I like the when he was on the Falcons. Why would I like him on the Eagles? For one, at the end of his Falcons career, he didn't play many games with us.
Well, he didn't want to play for y'all.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, he didn't want to play for y'all.
I don't blame him.
He said that on national TV. He's like, I don't want to play for them guys. And I remember when that story broke because Shannon Sharp did it. But yeah, I like the addition of Julio, and it's so crazy because after just one loss, the Eagles are like, hey, we need to go look somewhere else to go try to pick something up somewhere.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, Jalen Hurts only throws it to 2 people per game. He got Dallas Goddard, he got Zacchaeus from us, he got Devontae Smith, and he got AJ Brown. But only 2 of them gonna get the ball during the. Hey, you gonna choose AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, or you gonna choose Devontae Smith and Goddard, or you gonna choose AJ Brown and Goddard? But all 3 of them ain't getting the ball in the same game.
Oh yeah, no.
All 3 of them ain't getting the ball in the same game. So you better choose 2. We like, which 2 of y'all want the ball in this game? Because the other one, you can just run routes if you want to. You just run it down the field. I'm not gonna throw it to you anyway.
And AJ Brown, he's been wearing the colored pink, the pink cleats and everything like that. I know that he says that it's for his kids, so no disrespect on that route. But I think it makes it a little bit easier for Jalen Hurts to see him too. Not only AJ Brown's daughter, but hey, I'm open. Give me the ball. When you see the pink cleats, it makes him stand out a little bit more.
All right, we got 5 minutes left, so we're gonna end off with the favorites in the AFC. This should be very easy. It should be very easy. I think it's only 2 teams legitimately right now. Legitimately.
Chiefs and Dolphins.
Those 2 teams legit. Now the Bills beat the hell out of the Dolphins, so we're not gonna sleep on the Bills. So let me not say. I just think that the Bills' kryptonite is the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Kryptonite is the Bengals, but the Bengals looking like they're getting better. Yeah. But their defense is struggling right now.
Yeah, how many touchdowns did Jamar Chase have a couple weeks ago? It was something ridiculous. Well, how many? 3 touchdowns, I think, for like
He played against
190.
the Cardinals, though. He played against the
Yes.
Cardinals.
Hey, that's still NFL talent. I don't care who you playing against. That's still ridiculous numbers to put
For all we
up.
know, the Cardinals GM told them not to really play.
Yeah,
Yeah, for all we know.
they try.
But
Are they trying to tank for a quarterback? Eesh.
yes,
Get that
yes,
guy. Get that guy Kyler out of there. Get him
yeah,
out of
yeah,
there.
we gotta put a goddamn clause in to make sure you can like read defense. Like, yes, they're trying to tank for a quarterback. But
They said you got rid of D Hop.
yeah, I told you at the beginning of the season though, I told you Dolphins. I
Yeah,
said, but you said Tua got to stay, which he had to stay healthy. But
yeah.
that's for any quarterback. If the quarterback don't stay healthy, they're not gonna be that good.
Well, I just
But
wanted to see how he was going to come off of 2 concussions and if it was going to be the same thing. And then in preseason, I know preseason doesn't mean a lot, but preseason, you throw a pick one of the first plays during preseason
I'm
for,
just gonna let you know right now, they first in passing and they first in rushing.
oh,
So
yeah. And Jalen Ramsey is, I think
yeah,
he's back in, he's either starting to be back in practice or something, but that guy
they
is,
they
go
just
ahead.
put so much pressure on you, like on your offense, because the fact of the matter is, you probably gonna have to score 20 plus points.
Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah,
probably gonna
yeah.
have to score 20 plus points. So they put a lot of pressure on your offense for your offense to score. And for sometimes, you see a team scoring off bombs, you like, what's the wide receiver go deep and I throw a bomb. And
It's
no,
not the same.
no,
You don't
yeah,
have Tyreek Hill. I'm gonna
yeah,
let you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
You don't have
yeah.
Hill back there
Yeah, so
burning people.
yeah, shoot,
That
Tyreek
guy's
Hill,
real.
yeah, literally burning people. People keep playing him one man with the safety trying to come over, trying to sneak and come over. Like, no safety, you better already be here or
Yeah,
else.
you
They
got to
keep
make
trying to
it
sneak over.
obvious.
Yeah, they trying to sneak over. Like by the time you sneak over, he's gone.
Yeah, and Tua is
So
too good of a quarterback to even let that happen. So
yeah,
yeah, that's a Dolphins are definitely one of those teams. It was crazy to see the Bills and Dolphins go against each other, and Bills come out on top like that. Ooh,
yeah. But
um,
they defense got a lot of they got a lot of heart on Bill. Also, it's a division game, so it's definitely not gonna
oh yeah,
be like them just playing a regular team. It's a division game. So I
yep.
mean, but like I said, I got the Bills, but my Bills are my like dark horse. I got the
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs and Dolphins. You gotta knock the Chiefs off first.
Yeah,
Hey,
because
sorry to
that's
say
my
you
favorite
can
is the Chiefs
hey,
right now.
you can do whatever you want in the regular season. You kind of just gotta knock them off because the fact of the matter is they don't went to the AFC Championship every year since that guy been quarterback. So
Yep.
you
He's
gotta
and
knock them
he's
off.
good.
Yeah.
He's real good. I thought a couple weeks ago, Vikings played the Chiefs, and I thought Travis Kelsey was dealing with an injury. I'm not sure. Was he dealing with the same injury this
Yeah,
past weekend too?
yeah, he had an ankle injury, but he
Yep.
he nursing a little bit. Jaguars are playing pretty good, also. By the way, forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Jaguars are playing well. But I still have
Jets,
Chiefs
Jets
as my
defense,
favorite.
Jets defense giving everybody hell, but their offense ain't on.
Boy, that
It's
defense is some scary. And they seen little glimpses of who was it, Aaron Rodgers. Everybody was excited that he was out and
that
about throwing
man
the
is not
ball.
coming back off an Achilles injury. I don't know what people are thinking about. That's an Achilles injury.
Oh yeah, no, it was
I
just
don't
funny
know what
people
people
were
are thinking about.
entertaining it. It was funny
Yeah,
people were entertaining it for
but
sure.
we just into less than a minute, so we gotta start wrapping this up. But
Yeah.
people are crazy with this Achilles injury, thinking he's gonna come back. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody that watched. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. We'll definitely be back in the next week or so. Also I'm going to start NBA starting coming up very soon. So you're going to hear my takes on NBA, what I expect out of the season. What I think and everything like that. But we will be back. I want to thank everybody and see y'all next time.
Peace.